The Golden State Warriors and Los Angeles Lakers are facing off in the second round of the NBA playoffs. I can't believe I'm even saying this. I mean, to be honest, 3 months ago, did any of us think that we would be seeing this matchup? So much dysfunction with these two teams, yet here we are. I guess it just goes to show that the elite players always find a way to prevail, and that is what has happened here. I am excited for this matchup. There's just so many storylines, there's so much intrigue for this series. I can't wait to get started, so I am breaking it all down for you today, and I'm giving you my prediction for who will win it. Be sure to drop a like and hit subscribe so you never miss an NBA video. And let me begin by talking about the home team, the 6th-seeded Golden State Warriors. I just watched their Game 7 against Sacramento, and man, did they make a statement? Yeesh. After leaving it all out on the floor against the Kings, the Dubs showed why they are indeed the former champions. They won in a 7-game series that I think we're going to be remembering for a very long time. And the main reason for that, no surprise, it begins and ends with Steph Curry. What can you say about Wardell that hasn't been said a million times before? This guy has it all. Shooting, playmaking, basketball IQ, shooting. He is the offensive engine to this team. And you know what? He'd be elected king of San Francisco tomorrow if he wanted to. The things he does on an NBA court is just unbelievable. Then joining him at the guard spot is Klay Thompson. You know what? It took him some time to round back into form, but Klay is great once again. He's not quite the defender that he once was, but his shooting will never leave him. It's an embarrassment of riches to have these two guys on the same team for this long. In the Sacramento series, together they averaged over 50 points per game. Next up is Andrew Wiggins. Forget Rice-A-Roni. I call Wiggins the true San Francisco treat, okay? He has taken that next step as an outstanding defender. You know, he was never cut out to be the #1 option on a team, which I think they were trying to force him into his first few years in the league. For the Warriors, though, he fits like a glove. He is just playing superbly right now. I love what he brings to this team. Then at the other forward spot, Draymond Green. He is the defensive anchor for this Warrior squad. This dude is tough. Just ask Sabonis. He's going to be feeling the effects of his Draymond encounter for a while, I think. But Draymond knows what opponents are going to do. He uses his length. He switches on defense. He's an all-around elite player. Consistently finishes near the top for Defensive Player of the Year rankings. He is just so good and such a smart player. And I think when he's facing guys like LeBron James and Anthony Davis throughout a playoff series, he is really gonna be hyped up to play. The main thing with him, he just has to keep his emotions in check, not do anything that's gonna be detrimental to his team. And then Kevon Looney, I have not forgotten about you. This guy has become a rebounding machine, averaging over 15 a game in round 1. Kevon has been eating his Wheaties or something because he's playing out of his mind, and the Warriors are going to need that against the great rebounding team that the Lakers have. LeBron James and Anthony Davis, both top 5 in rebounding this postseason. So that's why you need a guy like Kevon Looney who can swallow up the rebounds. Additionally, he's going to set screens, and he'll get the easy buckets off those offensive rebounds that he snags. Looney knows his role. He doesn't complain. He is a low-drama guy to what is sometimes a high-drama Warriors team. Then off the Warriors bench, Dante DiVincenzo, Jordan Poole, Gary Payton II, Jonathan Kuminga, they all bring something to the table, whether it's shooting, athleticism, or defense. Very well-rounded team. Moving on to the Lakers now, and as dangerous as the Warriors are for a 6th seed, I think the Lakers might even be a more dangerous 7 seed. They were able to squeak by a young and hungry, but also very injured, up-and-coming Grizzlies team, defeated them in 6 games, and the Grizzlies learned the hard way. No one wants to face a fully healthy Lakers team, and that was the Lakers' issue for much of the season, which is why their record doesn't really reflect how good of a team this is. And of course, you're always going to have a puncher's chance when you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis, 2 of the greatest in the league. And I know they are both chomping at the bit to go against the Warriors. These are guys that have been in big games. They've got a championship under their belt. They can step it up on any given night. Then D'Angelo Russell has seen a career revitalization in his second stint with the Lakers, running the point guard spot for them, even though he says he's just, hey, I'm a basketball player instead of a point guard. But the Lakers needed a guy like this who can play off the ball, but also serve as an additional playmaker. Then you've got Austin Reeves, or as I like to call him, the artist formerly known as Hillbilly Kobe. He is the new golden boy of the league who can shoot it from deep. He can pass, he can play make, has some toughness, and gives an extra dimension to this Lakers team. Finally, Jared Vanderbilt rounds out the starters. He does the dirty work inside. He's made a name for himself as the ultimate glue guy. He can also hit the occasional corner three. Off the bench, you have guys that all bring specialties that will be needed for a team in order to advance far into the playoffs. Rui Hachimura had the game of his life, game 1 against the Grizzlies in the first round, so he can go off at any time. He can score inside, he can score outside. All in all, smart basketball player. Troy Brown Jr., when he's on, is exactly what you need in a 3-and-D player. And let's not forget about Malik Beasley. Didn't have a great first round, but this guy, he can go for 30 in any given game when he's feeling it. He can rain down with the threes. And I would be remiss if I don't mention German Rondo himself, Dennis Schroeder. Another guy who can put up points in a hurry and also make some good plays for the Lakers and stretch the floor. So who is the pick? I'll remind you that since the trade deadline, the Lakers have been one of the top teams in the Western Conference. With D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, they all have a combination of shooting, playmaking, and defensive pieces that should create an effective environment for LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But I'll also remind you that the Golden State Warriors are one of the best teams at home, and they'll have home court advantage in this series. When all is said and done, I think the Warriors have too much experience, too much firepower, and you know what? Until they show me that they're not that team anymore, I can't go against them. I'm going with the Warriors to win this one in 7 games. Bring on yet another Western Conference Finals, and let's move Steph Curry a little bit higher up into the list of greatest players ever. A lot on the line with these teams. Legacies, dynasties, and championships all coming into play. Let me know in the comments who you have winning this matchup and drop your predictions down below. Like and subscribe too. It helps out the channel a lot. Hey, you know what? Darvin Ham, if you're watching this, what's it gonna take to get some Mo Bamba minutes in this series? Come on, help me out, man.